I have with me myself, I guess I'll introduce myself first, Dark Angel, and I have Broom Handle 45, Nihilistic Impact, and Arasobe, and My Happy World, and make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly, Lady Lurnai.
Yeah, that's right.
Ravel.
Ravel. Which one would you prefer?
Ravel.
Lady's easiest.
Ravel Crow.
Well, if you prefer Ravel, I could say that. It doesn't matter.
Call her Ravel Cravel.
Well, which one?
She hates it.
Ravel to be contrary.
Ravel.
Ravel Cravel.
Something like Gravel Road.
It's a bad inside joke.
She hates it. I love calling her that. She hates it.
I don't hate it, I'm just indifferent.
Alright,
We
Ravel
never do
Cravel.
anything anybody hates on here.
Oh, not ever.
Yeah, that's a total lie.
Oh, yeah. The worst. Worst ever.
How was your
Welcome to the
holiday?
podcast.
Up to the sky, way up on high, there in the night, stars on a ride, beyond the past, now then at last, prison walls break, gold wins away, they will return, mankind will learn, new kinds of fear, when they are here, they will be great, all in the rain, hopes turns to black, when they come back, never fools, not by no rules, where they will then, it's this against us, from the 35, like a turning road, a returning season of doom, scary solstice, very scary solstice.
Welcome. We're moonlighting.
Subjects for today are NaNoWriMo, which is officially over, has been for 9 days.
Yes. It
We're late.
Well, yeah, so that's okay. Not a big deal.
It was my dad's birthday. Holy shit. I'm a bad daughter.
You're sleeping,
It's okay.
normally.
No, that's a lie. He'll know that.
Now, did you ever finish the thing that you wanted to do for NaNoWriMo?
No, I never even got started.
Oh.
I could not even settle upon an idea for a setting in order to make my setting book for. But maybe next year, if I'm still on my current idea, where I actually went and made a map.
I love that map, by the way.
It is really nice.
It is a
really
good map.
is.
I'm happy how it's turned out.
I really like it. I want to see it all labeled. I can't wait to
I
see
just
it.
don't know how to put labels in without fucking it up, because I'll have to find a font and do photo editing.
That's right, because your handwriting is shit.
Don't feel bad. My handwriting's like a 5-year-old.
Mine's awful, too.
Actually, you
Yeah,
know what? That's
same.
insulting. 5-year-olds could probably write better than me.
Mine is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. It's beautiful. It's like
Well, then I'll
writing on a
just
goddess.
use
that
that
buzzkill.
which is it'll print it out and you can write things on it and then scan it.
Agreed. I can do that.
That would actually be rather nice.
There you go.
Ever since I started typing, my handwriting just took a crap.
So, Broom, how did your go with your
Yeah,
works?
because you did it.
I got a chapter done.
Nice.
Oh, chapter and a half done.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll take one chapter. That's
Yeah.
improvement in my book.
Yeah. That's
And then
awesome.
I just kind of stare at it every day, and then type a word, and then I'm like, I'm done.
And then you delete a paragraph.
Sometimes. Sometimes I'll type something, and I'm like, this is stupid, and I'll just do it over again, and it's almost the exact same thing. I'm like, this is retarded, and I'll do it again, and it's even more the exact same thing, but more refined. I'm like, I don't get it. I'll just keep this, and then I'll just go forward with it, and then it's a deadly cycle when I write.
I totally know that feeling. I didn't do the NaNoWriMo thing. I every year I tell myself I'm going to do it, and then November comes and I'm like, oh my god, I'm too busy. I don't have any time. And then I never do it. And then I look back and I said, god damn it, I really should have done it. And then I'll say next year. And then same stupid thing happens. And I've been saying this for years now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do this thing. Oh, November's done already. I guess I'm not gonna do the thing.
I know. And I've
Well, you want to know what's really weird? Alright, so there's an actual published author, Michael Stackpole, and he actually uses NaNoWriMo to, like, work on the majority of his novels that he publishes.
Interesting.
Well,
Like, he has this fantasy Revolutionary War series, which he has pretty much written during NaNoWriMo.
but,
Some way to do it, I suppose.
It is, and I mean, I think that's kind of like the point, right? I mean, that's kind of the whole point of NaNo.
Well, the idea is to
motivate
throw
you.
stuff out and not give a rat's ass about the editing.
That's a problem for me. I give a rat's ass about everything.
Well,
So do I.
Well, that's, I mean, when you write, you have an editor, so the whole point is to get your whole, your thing out, and then you give it to your editor, and then they help you refine it.
Yeah, I use Scrivener personally because it helps me because I'm anal about details and I can just keep all that shit on the side and write.
Yeah.
I've yet to use that, and I haven't really delved much into the Scrapple, but it will eventually be useful.
Shameless plug for 2 very effective writing tools.
It's
Yeah. We can maybe link to those.
it's free as a trial.
Yeah. We should link to those. That way people can sort of see what we're talking about.
Yep.
You know?
Non-consecutive 30-day trial.
Nice. I gotta look into that because what I read was like, I was like, ooh, that looks pretty nifty.
Oh, it's amazing.
And
Yeah.
I'm really into having a whole lot of backstory. I may not necessarily write all the backstory into the stuff I write, but I like.
It's an iceberg.
Do you know what I mean? I like.
10% is seen.
Exactly, and you know the rest, and then.
Yeah, for me, that's one of the main reasons I think NaNoWriMo, Rema, and Llama last month was an interesting challenge was because I'm not very good at kind of winging it because once I start winging it, I start wanting to fill in all the little things I'm winging.
Yeah. Well, because you want everyone to know everything, but you
Yeah,
know.
and then soon my chicken wings become a full chicken, as it were.
You always have to worry about the info dumps, especially within like a sci-fi or an alternate universe fantasy.
Yeah.
It just gets
Well,
hard because you do all this work and it's just like, I look at it, I'm so proud of what I've accomplished. See all these textural details for the setting.
But to know what? That's why you write a supplemental book.
I know. I know.
And sci-fi people go crazy for that shit.
Oh, I know. I love like setting books.
Yeah, so do
I wish more would do that. I would so buy a setting book for Prince of Nothing, Kushal's Legacy, Tales of the Malazan Empire, almost any of my fantasy things, like series, would just be lovely to have.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if you go back far enough, you can actually find stuff like Coden's Hyboria.
Mm-hmm. Conan, good stuff.
And then Lovecraft's Dreamlands.
there was I can't remember what article I read somewhere, but it was like, it was basically this thing like, them world books are all well and nice, but they shouldn't be your main focus. Like, I believe he used J.R. Tolkien as the example because he didn't ever actually intend to release the, God, what the hell is that called?
Silmarillion?
Yeah, the
Silmarillion.
The Summerillion, Santa Claus, whatever. And he said that, it's really interesting to read, but it's kind of the thing that you need to do, even if you don't ever show it, is you need to kind of separate, a lot of the details from the world from your actual writing, because you don't want to actually make it so you need to understand the entirety of the world to actually understand the story, which is pretty important, I think. So usually when I write, it's not so much info dumps that bother me, it's so much that I don't know the info myself.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you kind of
that's annoying.
Yeah, but if you kind of give the implication that whatever, for me at least, whenever you kind of give the implication of what's happening is kind of common knowledge, and you actually describe it as common knowledge, like it's just like you describe what the writer needs to know as the person knows it.
Right.
You don't need to go into detail, you just need to, like, oh yeah, I remember that.
That's one reason why kitchen sink settings for like D&D work so well, because there's enough commonality that people are able to just groke what the system, the setting, and are able to go with it.
Did you say groke?
Yes.
Yes.
I can verify
was
that. I'm
broke.
sitting like right across from
To
her.
know something, absolutely.
I've never heard that word before.
Learned
No,
a new
It
word
was
today.
a fictional work created by Robert A. Heinlein for his Stranger in a Strange Land.
I still have to read that. I want to read that.
It's a fairly entertaining novel.
Broke is a real word.
Grok means
Grok.
to understand so thoroughly that the observer becomes a part of the observed, to merge, blend, intermarry, lose identity, and group experience. It means almost everything that we mean by religion, philosophy, and science. It means as little to us because of our earthling assumptions as color means to a blind man.
Did you breathe during that?
No.
Okay.
Well, we learned a new word today.
Yeah.
We sure did.
Breathing's for sissies, apparently.
Don't breathe, damn it.
Well, he's got a beard, so, you know.
Pay homage.
The hair fibers in his beard give him oxygen. Kind of like Gil.
One day, you will too be able to do this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of, this is a little random, but you didn't shave all November.
I trimmed, so I still haven't actually shaved. I kind of like my beard, actually, so I'm keeping it. Man, it was rough going for a while. I was starting to look like Grizzly Adams.
Niall is forbidden to remove his beard.
Good.
Well, mine was like, I was getting
I
like a
haven't seen
full
your
face. You haven't?
I have
have
a
not
picture.
seen your beard.
Yeah, I sent people a picture because Casey was super excited to see it.
Casey did not expect me to have long hair.
I don't know, you looked exactly like I thought you would. I have no idea how to explain that, but
That's the longest your hair's ever been, dear.
It is.
Even longer than when you were in the day college.
Yep.
you need to put it in a ponytail.
He won't let me. I've been trying to get him to do this for like 6 months.
What about a
He
Viking
won't let
braid?
me braid it.
Was AJ
Yeah,
first
well,
or
that's why I made him grow it out, because I have a thing for Vikings. And
Have you bought him a
Viking
hat?
braid, that's manly.
I will eventually do that.
Huh?
I'm just lazy.
You get a Viking braid, you can headbutt grizzly bears. It'd be
I
awesome.
offered to braid it for you. You have no excuse for laziness. Don't give me that line of crap, good sir.
Ooh.
Yeah, you kind of just have to sit there and let it be done. You don't even have to
his
move.
complaint is it feels weird. I'm like,
It does.
you've never had long hair.
I know. That's why it's weird.
Rivaling my
The only
hair.
reason to get over it is just let it happen. Just
Go
let
We're
it
talking about braiding hair, we're talking about sex. What's going on here?
Oh.
happen.
Talking about braiding hair.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, why don't you just make him unconscious and then braid it while he's sleeping? And then when he wakes up, he's a Viking. Bam. Everybody's happy.
Viking.
Everybody's happy. He wants meat and some sheep, and everything will be good.
I'm not Welsh.
Whatever. You know what? Nitpicking like this is why you don't have a Viking braid.
Oh gosh.
You could be a man among men
See what I
if
have to
only you
put
let
up
her.
with, Dark?
I know. I'm so sorry, honey.
Are you talking about me or Niall?
Oh.
Niall.
Did anybody else do anything for NaNoWriMo?
6 days ago.
6 days ago for what?
You know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Cryptic words.
6 days till what? Hold on, I have to... It's my birthday in 6 days?
No.
Well, hold on, no.
Well, this got awkward
No,
real
my
quick.
birthday's in 7 days. Excuse me, I'm off today.
Well, happy birthday for 7 days? Until
Thanks.
7 days.
You can have a dedicated birthday podcast.
Yes.
Dedicated
Yeah.
birthday podcast.
Yeah, we'll have a.
Yeah, because my birthday will
Party.
be on a Monday.
There we go. Party.
Mine will be that Wednesday.
I know.
nobody
his
cares about
birthday's
yours.
2 days
Is
after mine.
There's actually a
Why
few
didn't you be born on the
birthdays listed on Blue Moon today.
Hey, I was born before you, so if anyone's
Whatever.
copying anyone, it's you.
Whatever. You had to be born on the 18th. I was born on the 16th. So, there.
If it's not a
Yeah,
Monday, it
that's-
doesn't count.
That solved that, probably.
It did. I put him in his place. You should see him sitting across the room smirking. How I know I've won.
Because he's sitting across the room looking like he didn't win. What?
No, I win through laughter and he's giggling, so I've won.
He does giggle. That is the
giggles.
best term.
Frequently.
I feel like that's not a manly enough term for it.
No,
Chuckle,
he
chortle.
doesn't laugh. He doesn't chortle, he giggles.
I cackle too.
No, well, occasionally you cackle, but mostly you giggle. And it's very loud because you're so big and stoic looking, and then suddenly you dissolve into like 5-year-old giggles.
Love it.
That's awesome.
See,
That's a
and
good
if you had the
review.
Viking braid, it would be even better.
Awesome.
Exactly.
And the Viking hat.
Oh.
You gotta have the hat with spikes and the horns on it, and he's just giggling away with his
No.
beard.
Oh my god.
It
You're
won't
an
be done
animal
for-
skin.
He's against
I-
that.
Cannot do that.
Partially because we live by Minnesota, and partially because somebody has to be a stickler for historical accuracy.
Oh, you gotta be that guy now.
You already knew I was that guy.
I already knew you were that guy, but I'm just pressing the point. You could have a Viking braid,
That's right.
man.
It's beautiful the day we
Well,
went to
that's
the
fine. It's just the so-called Viking hat.
Helmet?
Oh, just do a Hagar the Horrible cosplay.
Hagar the Horrible?
It's a little comic.
Never seen it.
Really?
I have no idea who I
I
would
know
ever
it's
cosplay as, because I have too much hair.
Anybody
Really,
from
you
Vinland
have so
Saga?
much hair.
My beard. How many anime characters have beards?
Hagar the Horrible.
That's
You
It's
go
a-
as
it's a cartoon, but-
Like,
You can go as
Yeah,
like someone from Lord of the Rings.
It's not really an anime character, but
It doesn't
yeah.
matter if it's an anime character. There's a lot of
I'm
like
too
fantasy
tall to be a
cosplays.
dwarf.
no, but you would make a pretty sexy Boromir, not gonna lie.
I was just gonna say Boromir.
Oh,
You're thinking the same way I
hell, Sean Bean.
Yeah, the shot and the arrows.
You can glue like arrows to your chest as well.
Yeah, oh my gosh, we could.
Am I gonna lump the Hobbit and catapult to get the ring into the Mount Doom? It is a guided system.
If you can organize it.
Hey, early D&D. Best game was gnome bowling and gnome jumping. Especially when they're holding alchemist fires.
am.
I want gnome chucks.
But
No.
it's likely it works, huh?
You throw gnomes.
No, I want 2 gnomes connected by a chain.
It works like that.
Yes, we did.
Oh, that would be the most fearsome weapon ever.
Or a gnome flail.
Gosh.
You just
feel
hear
like
them
that
muttering
not
as you
very
throw them. Here.
I would like get my gnomes in like these spiky suits. So every time that I hit them against something, they would just stick.
I usually play gnomes.
You can have them wear non-historically accurate Viking hats.
I could.
Oh, you
Usually
can't
my
all
gnomes
special
drew
that
on
way.
things with chalk or made alchemical potions. There was that really awesome goblin I played that one time, though.
That
That's
was
my favorite character.
such a combination of class
I don't even care if it
and
was
templates.
perfect. She could set herself on fire and heal from it and fly. Do not tell me that isn't beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
It's pretty, and she had a whole goblin horde to her back. Like, she was the top head honcho. It was awesome.
And you could throw it
And I
and be a
started
fireball.
in Digital Revolution.
And I convinced our GM to let me have a level 0 spell instead of create water. It was create tallow. So I could cover myself in tallow and become a flaming ball just flying through the air.
Never smelled it, though.
Whatever.
That
I
was
don't care.
awesome.
It was goblin. Ain't no one gonna fuck with my shit.
Nice.
Valid point.
Makes me wish I had learned D&D. But alas, I never did.
It's okay, we still love you.
Aww.
I didn't know that was a requirement for being friends with you guys.
No, it wasn't. Maybe for Niall, but not for me.
Well, I don't know how Niall was friends with me then. I don't know fuck all about D&D.
Well, you seduced him with the siren call of your beard, and
I didn't have a beard back then.
That's true.
It must have been the theater voice that seduced him.
I do have a pretty good
My
theater
father
voice.
is muddy and rum. Apparently, my father seduced my boyfriend.
Alright, do we have any other topics?
The storytelling in ConCrit.
Okay.
Just
I
quickly,
have
before we get onto that...
You what?
Story time.
Storytelling.
ConCrit.
Sorry, before we get onto that, could I actually ask what NaNoWriMo is?
National Writing Month.
Alright.
And
What is its
50,000 words
purpose?
in a month?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
1,000 words in a
I
month.
don't know you anymore.
What?
How do you not know what it is?
I've never had to do
Well,
it.
they, but sponsors will.
Hmm.
1 year I will do it, I swear.
So will
I'll
I.
do that, Art.
1 year I will find out what it is.
There's actually a website for it, too.
Okay.
We can link that up.
Yeah, we'll have to link that as
It's
well.
just like, there might be a few listeners out there who are on my side and have no clue.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll link to it. So people have an idea. And then they'll know, and then if they're interested, they can do it. And that actually is one thing, like if they're wanting feedback on their story, the storytelling section on the site would be a good place. If they want to like post their story, they could post it there. If they want feedback on their story, they can post it in ConCrit.
The storytelling forum is a great place for just a bit of discussion on what you want to write next.
Yeah.
Maybe I should post there more often so I can get a concrete idea of what I want to work on.
Yeah.
Would that actually help, or would that just give you more things to ponder?
Yes. No.
Maybe.
Now getting a concrete idea sounds like a shocking thing.
He gets many ideas.
Oh,
Too many.
if you're in the Italian mafia, it sounds like it should be fine.
I still don't even have an idea for Kit Kat.
Terrible. I still need to send her Kit Kats.
That's what we should all do for Christmas. Just send her a giant box of Kit Kats.
I scrolled down to the bottom of Blue Moon. It says it's her birthday today.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Happy
I think
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Yeah,
Kit Kat!
December birthday. So many December birthdays.
I know.
Yeah, my brother's birthday's in December too, actually.
What day?
I think his birthday's the 24th. I think. I don't really remember, but to be fair, he doesn't remember mine or my parents, and neither do I.
Like almost all but 3 of my immediate family members are in December. So I have 3 brothers who are in August, and then my sister's in December, my stepmom's in December, my dad's in December, I'm in December, David's in December, or Niall's in December.
My cousin's is in
Your
December.
cousin is in December. A very good friend of ours is also in December.
You guys need to
7
branch out more.
birthdays. I hate December. I'm always so poor.
I'm going to delete all my friends, and so I can save all my money.
Just drop them on December and then bring them back January.
Yup.
Like, where were you? Oh, I didn't want to talk to you because I didn't want to buy you a Christmas present. Ow.
Where's my gift?
Yeah, where's mine, bitch? If you're asking, you were looking for me, so where's my gift? You wouldn't really do that now, would you?
No.
You sure?
You're just trying to get your birthday gift.
No.
We know your handle, Vroom.
What's that?
We know your angle, Vroom. You're just trying to get your Christmas present.
I think you already sent it.
Yeah, it's in the mail.
So I don't give a shit now.
Oh God.
I got a pound of dice to do dice things with.
You could beat people with
God,
them.
I was wearing my glasses and I went to itch my eye and I poked them.
I do that all the time, but when I take
Well,
off my
and then-
glasses, I'm always used to adjusting them, so I just look like a retard adjusting nothing on my nose.
I've done that.
Well, and like
Sometimes
the
with my
sides of my
desktop.
head were hurting by like the tops, like where my the little sticky bit on the glasses. I don't know what you call it. The thing that holds it on your ear. That part where it sits in your ear started to hurt, and I was like, why does that specific part of my face hurt? Or my head? And then I realized it's because I'm wearing headphones with my glasses.
Oh,
I know that feeling well. I'm like, why is my ear? Oh, right. I need to see.
That's right. Well, fortunately, I can function without wearing mine as long as things are up close.
Oh, God, I can't. Everything is like... I got like really thin glasses, but like outside of the range of my arm, everything's blurry.
Oh no, my vision isn't that bad. Like,
my vision sucks.
I don't know. I could drive without them. I can't read faraway signs without them, but I can see. As long as you don't want fine details or words.
I mean, I can function without them. It's just blurry. Like my glasses are real thin. It's like a minor correction, but it's
Yeah.
when I used to. I think I didn't have glasses for like 2 years before I actually noticed that my vision was bad. And then I put on glasses and I'm like, oh my God, my eyes are in HD.
I remember I got glasses when I was a freshman in high school, and I didn't know I needed them because you don't have a point of reference for vision. Like, what you see is what you get. There's no whatever. So I remember getting my first pair of glasses, and I put them on, and suddenly I could see the individual blades of grass. I could see the leaves on the trees.
Yeah, it
I
like
could
gave
see,
me a
like-
headache.
Oh, it was so beautiful and crisp and perfect.
I
It
know.
was, and
I
then
had
now my
know
eyes are
what I
just
was
like, eh.
missing.
My eyes suck. If I take my glasses off, I can't see. Everything's blurry.
Yeah, I'm about as
Anything,
blind as a bat.
anything, yeah.
I'm the only
Like
person in my
anything
family with perfect eyesight.
Go home.
I have perfect eyesight as well.
Oh, yay, I'm not alone.
That's
I'll beat
horrible.
you up and make your eyes bad.
I just god awful. It's like anything past like a foot, and it's all blurry. I have
It's
that.
not like
I can see without mine, but it's a good distance. Like,
I can function without mine, but I can't really make anything out.
It's like my glasses are off. I can tell objects, but I can't really see what they are. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, who needs eyesight?
There's an object over there, but I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Yeah. There we go.
But it's there,
You know,
I think.
because I kind of know what they are, when they're not on, I know what it is, so it's kind of okay.
You only need 2 classifications, edible or not.
I like that. I like your thinking. I like it a lot.
But is it steak?
I don't like steak.
I'm not a big steak person either, which is funny because we live in an area where steak is
I love
ridiculously
steak.
cheap.
And you're cooking
Medium
a roast.
rare.
That's
Yes.
the way to get
Steak
it.
is
medium
different
rare, but
from
I just-
roast, though.
Still meat.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I have weird feelings about meat. It's a textural thing for me. It's not the flavor of the meat. It's all how it feels in my mouth, and you can take that however way you want to put it.
Oh, I'm taking it exactly how it's probably supposed to be taken.
Okay, good.
You're
That's
cooking
why I
a
don't like
roast.
sausage.
Roast is different
the
from
flavor of
steak,
sausage.
though.
Yeah, but she just said it was the texture in her mouth.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't meat
steak-
all have the similar texture?
no, because roasts
No,
can be like soft.
Different
and-
cuts.
Like,
Yeah.
eating roast is much better for me than, like, eating sausage.
Mm,
Like, sausage has that weird bristly feeling.
yeah.
I'm just cheap.
I don't know.
All my meat
I
tastes the
feel
same.
cheap about my meat. I don't like any fat on my meat after it's been cooked, because I understand fat is where flavor is. But I don't like
I can't do fat on it
And I
either.
don't eat bristly, chewy bits.
Nah, I'm weird about that as well.
Yeah, so usually what happens when I order a steak is I inspect every tiny little morsel and saw off any potential unsavory part, and I feed those parts to Niall.
Do you have a similar issue with chicken?
Yes, I do.
Alright, I'm not alone then.
No, you're not, I promise.
How's your trash disposal?
Yeah,
I was like that growing up. It was not going to end when I was an adult.
Happy's mine.
See, I'm not picky when it comes to eating things. I'm just picky about textures and meat.
Oh, that's understandable.
I'm only picky with food when it comes to stuff I have to buy.
You're picky all the flippin' time. I don't even want to get into how picky you are. There's a reason why I let you do a majority of the cooking. So you get tired dealing with your finicky palate.
He has to store it all in his beard for later. He's got to be picky about it.
But he'll eat it. But he'll complain about it. He'll eat anything you put in front of him, but he will let you know he is not happy about having to eat it.
Is that so wrong?
Sometimes, yes. When I cook something, it would just be nice if you would just say, "Gosh, dear, this tastes great." Not like, "Hey, you know, it's kind of okay, but you really should have done this instead." Or if you try this.
I don't ever criticize you. We're cooking from a cookbook. I'm criticizing the recipe, being like, hey, we could make these alterations.
No one else complains about my cooking but you. You're the only one. I can never please you.
Aww.
This is why I stick to baking, because he doesn't bitch about my baking.
You guys need to hug it out?
None of that side hug bullshit.
No, none of the side hug bullshit. We don't do side hugs around here.
Full on boob hug.
So confused.
This is what happens when you miss conversations.
No shit.
This is what happens when me and Niall talk too much.
Yes.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Not every day.
No games.
Every day.
I
Not
don't
always.
just say shrinky dink.
Okay, maybe we do talk a little too much now.
You talk every day, not always through voice, although usually that averages every other day. But you talk every day via Skype.
Me and Niall are so flippin' boring when we talk on voice, though.
We actually have to have a third party, otherwise it's just dead.
Invite Happy.
You just sit there and listen to each other breathing. That what
No,
you do?
it's usually me listening to Niall
breathing
clicking.
into the microphone and clicking on your keyboard.
They just...
No, he usually plays Bejeweled while we talk because I'm not important enough.
It's gold that I pay $15 for? This is insane.
Yo.
It's his life choices, and Broom, I understand. I have to compete with the internet every day for his pension.
Don't
Well-
look at me like that.
I have to compete with the internet for
It's
Happy.
bad. And I have my own dose of internet addiction, but
I don't. I have to steal you guys.
She's stealing all my
I
friends.
came in, weaseled my way up, and now I'm here.
I feel like that's supposed to be affectionate, but it feels like it's kind of creepy.
It is. It's very creepy. She's a creepy
Hate you all.
person.
I mean that in the fondest way possible, I think.
We're very good at that sort of thing.
I could
What,
make it. I
creepy?
could make it creepier
Yes.
and just start heavy breathing.
Please don't.
Uh,
Oh god, no, they're all doing it.
that is some very good creepy breathing.
thank you. I'm glad you appreciated it.
It's even better when it comes from a girl because that's like a double level of creepy because guys never know what to do with that. They're always like, is this a good thing or am I going to get murdered when I go to sleep tonight? I don't.
Defense mechanism. I remember when I was in high school, there was this one dude who would not leave me alone. I was just like, I don't want to be by you. You smell weird, and I don't like you, and you're a douche. And he wouldn't leave me alone. So like every time he'd come near me, I just stare at him and breathe incredibly heavily until he left. Eventually, started leaving me alone.
Good thinking. I like it.
I
When in
try
doubt,
not
look
to be
creepy.
innocent for people.
Of course,
Well, he was being all creepy and like putting notes in my locker and like sneaking up on me in the hallways and shit. I ain't got time for that.
I used to have a
read
dude
that
like
on
that at school too. He's one of those classic pizza face geeks, with all the acne and thick rimmed glasses. He was just everywhere, all the time.
And now you're stuck with me.
Yeah. Yes, I
He's
am.
tough. Oh.
It's a happy ending, probably.
No, that makes
No.
me think of Niall. Because I've had a thing for Niall since, like, freshman year of high school.
Aw.
So it's been a very long time.
That's so cute.
Well, his affections were not returned until much later in our friendship, but it's okay. I
Yeah,
forgive.
everybody
Okay,
else in an
right.
extended relationship, when they see it, they're like, "Oh, that's so cute," and you on the inside, you're like, "Yeah, it's great, I guess."
Well, he was such a dick in high school. God, he was
What?
such a
Niall? A
Because-
dick?
Yeah, Reese, it's so shocking to thought. Oh, I remember we'd like make out in his car, and then the next day he'd pretend nothing happened.
Oh,
Nice.
Smooth as glass.
Everyone knew. The librarians knew. His mother knew that I liked him, but he would not acknowledge.
True Casanova, Niall.
Of course, I can't tell him no, because I like him too much. Well, I can tell him no, and I do frequently, but
Hold on, so his charm is entirely based on whether or not you say yes or not?
no, his charm is on all the time.
Ah. Okay.
However, I can choose to acknowledge said charm or not.
right.
That's the trick. Never quite figured that one out yet.
It's a work in progress. Some days are better than others.
It is always a work in progress.
Mad at him the other night, and he gave me this sad pup dog look, and I felt so terrible. Bad. I just.
Whenever you two talk about each other, I just kind of want to hug both of you.
I know, right? Right?
This podcast is.
It's
a
awesome.
soap opera.
I'm sorry
As
that I
third.
find out specific details about Niall, and I apologize to everybody that's listening to this.
It's okay.
No, I've been in a
People are
relationship
getting-
for a long time. It
they're
sounds
getting
like the
to know
normal
us.
stuff.
I look at it this way: people getting to know us, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want to know that much.
Well, you know.
They have no choice.
And just drill it
Yeah,
into
they
them.
have choice. Let's rape them with their personal life.
Pretty open about it. Whatever they want to know, I guess.
Just imagine Broom thrusting into your brain.
What?
Wow, I like the word choice. Thrusting.
We're gonna throw him back into the broom closet.
We're bringing that up again, are we?
Yes, we are.
Always.
Yes, we are.
You are just the worst kind of human being. You know that?
Who, me or Niall?
Niall.
What do you mean, broom senpai?
He went there.
I'm gonna cut a bitch now, and you're gonna be the first one.
He went there.
First one.
You set
In the
me up
kidneys.
too well.
Right
I
in the
love
kidneys.
Too well of a setup for that.
It was beautifully executed. I
The
have to say,
kidneys.
it was perfect.
Now I have this image of like Niall in a schoolgirl uniform, like prancing after.
Oh god.
That'd go so well with the beard.
Oh god.
Like,
This might be a good time to start drinking.
Through here, and Broom's all like nonchalant, pretends like he doesn't notice, but he gets all flustered, blushy when he notices.
Okay, you're getting stabbed too. Both of you are getting stabbed.
Are you childhood friends? That would be perfect.
Oh my god.
Are we making a gal game now?
Yes, we are.
Please stop.
Never.
I can't imagine Niall in a skirt.
Oh my god. Niall, do you know who has a program to make dating sims?
No.
Don't.
LJ has a program to make dating sims.
Don't
I
get
should make a dating sim with Broom and Niall.
LJ.
You know who else? The only friend I have whose name starts with L.
You're missing the more important point here.
That I'm going to make a dating sim with you and Niall?
No, that you're not going to do that.
Why not, Kuru-senpai?
Oh my god, I hate you.
Alright, okay. That's something that we have to use every once in a while, otherwise he's just going to become completely jaded by it and not even respond anymore, so...
Well, that was the last one I wanted to do.
Oh yeah, save it. Save it for the good moments.
Exactly.
Expect it, then it will pop
Get
up.
gored by a deer.
The other task was
More likely to happen to you than me.
bombarded with women logic.
Take women logic over that.
Well, you have no choice.
I know, that's why I'll take it over that. Bastards.
Yet coming back for more.
Niall, can I put bows in your beard? I think I have ribbons somewhere. Can I do that?
Maybe when it's longer.
Okay.
Maybe
Thanks. Why can't I just put, like, little ones in, and then I have some, like, really cute pink lip gloss? We could do, like...
Oh.
Well, you don't know what happens when you're sleeping. And you're a pretty heavy sleeper, not gonna lie. Takes a lot. I have to punch you pretty hard to wake you up.
Punch him to wake him up?
What a friendly good morning.
It depends on where you punch.
Or I don't always punch him. Sometimes I touch his butt. He gets giggly because his butt's ticklish. But,
Or you know, right?
As long as you're not punching his butt, that could just get awkward. Just one wrong move and... yeah.
No. No.
It'll wake you up.
No.
Okay, this is way more about Niall than I really ever needed to hear.
I'm not even doing it.
I know, I'm not blaming you.
But, no, sometimes, usually when he's snoring in my ear, I'll punch him in the side and make him roll over. Or kick him. I've trained him in his sleep, so when I strategically punch him or kick him in certain areas, he does certain things. Like, if I kick him by the butt, he'll extend his leg for me so I can throw my leg over it, and if I punch him in the side, he'll roll over.
It's like some kind of twisted puppet.
Exactly. Change response to my every whim.
As long as it doesn't start to involve tasers, it's good.
That disturbs me on a number of levels.
Hush you. Almost every whim.
What scares me is that laugh seems legitimately genuine.
Yes. Whoa. Yes.
You can calm down now, dear. Calm your tits.
They refuse to be calm.
Yeah, you're right. Mine do refuse to be calmed.
So this went somewhere weird.
It really did.
Isn't it always,
Yeah.
I suppose?
Sorry.
Got a little off
It's
track.
I talked about Niles.
A little?
A little off track, yeah.
It's alright. We can bring it back.
We all need to learn how to segue.
Segue.
We do
How
know
are we
how to
gonna segue
segue.
from this?
Generally.
No,
I
what's the
don't
next
know. I have never actually
Speaking
used a
of
Segway,
Niles'
so
butt.
I cannot say how well I'd be able to use one.
Yeah, I get it.
You're so witty, dear. He made an unintentional pun yesterday, and it was beautiful because he hates puns. And I called him out on it. We were walking down the hallway, and someone left their boots out there. And he said, "Those must be some trusting souls." Isn't it beautiful? And he made the grumpiest grump face after I told him that was the perfect pun. He got so mad. But it was
That's
cute.
funny because I love puns and he talks to me all the time. I'm surprised he doesn't cut me.
He hates puns. He gets so mad when I make puns. He gives me this
They're
look.
really bad.
That's the beauty of puns.
It really is.
They're horrible.
Uh,
Not even like word replacement. It's just like morphing one word to sound like another one so you can turn it into a pun.
There are good puns and there are bad puns. Bad puns what you see on late night news.
I just
Anyway, what was that ghost joke about the lacquer?
No, not that one. That one's weird.
That was the most disturbing and morbid joke for children's book I've ever seen.
Hold on, I have it right next to me. I have a book from when I was in, like, 1st or 2nd grade called 101 Ghost Jokes. I don't know why I had the desire to get this.
That is
Where's that joke?
Stole it from the library.
disturbing.
Well, I did not steal it. I was 2nd grade is when I got this, and I checked it out, and then my mom spontaneously moved us back to South Dakota, and I had no control over that.
That's how I have a lot of my books.
I didn't steal the book! It's not my fault. It's not like a 2nd grader could, like, buy stamps and put it in the post. I didn't have any money.
Could have stolen the
I don't know,
stamps.
but it was like, what became of the little girl who drank shellac and died? The answer is she became a ghost with a lovely finish.
Good God.
That's terrible.
Makes sense.
Makes
So
sense,
morbid.
but I just don't think it's funny. Like,
Oh.
That is gallows humor at its finest.
That is. That's a joke. Wow.
there are better pun jokes in this book. Much better ones.
Before we get into the pun jokes, is there anything else we actually wanted to cover?
There was the ConCrit forum.
Boy, we're going to do a lot of editing on this one.
We're doing it live.
We could actually do that.
Goodness.
Oh God, I don't think I want to deal with myself live.
Like, you would be the same as you are not live.
I don't know. I can't leave when I'm bored.
You can leave. No one's holding you at gunpoint to the keyboard.
I'm not even at my desk.
No one's holding you at gunpoint to be on this podcast.
We are, there's an app for it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
more you know.
Technology is incredible these days.
It really is.
It's a broom-specific app. It took a while to set up.
God.
I'm resisting the urge to make a reference to his screen name with the gun.
Please do.
Are you being held hostage by a broom handle 45?
And you hate puns and you let that shit slip through. Real.
I'm sorry, but it was a perfect moment.
Although, think of it this way, people just got educated.
Yep. You can mail a gun to Broom and get away with it.
However, we cannot guarantee this.
Right.
You are held liable for all actions that are taken against you if you do try this stunt.
Right.
Like Broom going on a killing spree. With all the guns we mailed him.
Are you kidding me? Ammo's expensive as hell.
Well, the gun would at least have one bullet.
Wouldn't waste ammo on people. It's
Pick up the
expensive.
deer and eat it.
Exactly.
Deer are so tasty.
Oh, I love some
Tasty
venison.
deer.
But seriously, the ConCrit and Storytelling forums.
Yes.
Yeah.
After an hour of random discussion.
Yeah.
You Ari?
What? I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Alright, so what is the concrete and
Concrete.
Not concrete.
ConCrit. It's actually Piecrete.
Lately, a lot of people have been going in there and posting and asking for advice. A lot of people, which is
People haven't necessarily been responding to said advice, but
Yeah.
well, whether they go on. Sorry,
do what?
I missed something. I missed what was said.
Well, if it was now, then you must have said nothing important.
That's
Didn't
perfect.
start talking when she told her to go ahead.
I don't know.
people respond to criticism in their own way.
Some don't respond to it at all.
One
Yeah.
entire thread deleted.
Yeah, I've had a couple requests for that. I'm not going to name names, of course, but there's been a few that don't seem to take to their criticism too well. But
Good
Yeah.
thing they're posting in the concrete forum.
Yeah, 'cause the whole point of that is so that you can get feedback and
Learn.
learn and improve, and I mean, you're gonna get
Grow as a writer.
yeah.
More mutual development for ideas and concepts in there. That would be lovely.
well, I think a lot of the problem is when people go in there, they have a mindset of what kind of criticism they're going to get, or they have an idea already in their heads of what they want to do, maybe.
Yeah.
And if they don't align with what you want, it doesn't really matter anyway.
Yeah. Like, I know back over on Gaia, a friend of mine who was actually a member of Blue Moon for a short period, Arcturus, or Highwind, I forget what his screen name here was, Arc.
Art, that was Art.
Yeah. He had a thread where people would be like, he would go and critique people's character profiles. And it was a really nice thread, and he did a really good job with it. But not everyone was happy about it.
No, it's on Gaia especially.
People can become quite
especially
attached to their
within the fighter
characters.
community. The RP fighter community could be just so bloody mindless.
I feel that a
is that
lot of
different
people
from
on
normal
Blue Moon
mindless?
don't take to criticism.
Yes.
Well, they're fighters. They're bloody mindless.
Touche. I think it's a good resource. I think people need to invest more into it. But I think the problem is that maybe we need to put some kind of disclaimer or something that the criticism might not always be something you like or something, because people seem to post on there and then nobody seems to reply, and I feel kind of bad.
I guess
Sometimes I wonder if some people are afraid to necessarily
Criticize?
Yeah.
Well, it's possible.
Well, because people do take things the wrong way, and they might be afraid of offending someone,
Or they may not know how to do it without sounding like an asshole.
That's true. It takes a very specific skill to critique without coming off as a douche.
And also, like, a big thing with critiquing, when you critique, you should always leave the person feeling positive. And a lot of people don't always realize that. Like, when you critique something, you should always leave the person feeling positive and encouraged, so that they're wanting to fix the things that they need to fix and try to, continue.
That's why it's constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Like,
and some people don't always do that. Like, they'll just go in there and they'll flame, flame and shred. And yes, you have to do that, but there's ways to do that so that it doesn't come off sounding horrible. You know what I mean? There's ways. Yeah. You just need to know how to do that. So it kind of works both ways.
People need to learn how to do the feel-good sandwich or the criticism sandwich. Where you start off with something good and then you describe something bad.
You always start off with something positive, then you rip in, and then you end it positive. It's true. You'd be so surprised.
It's a proven technique.
It really is.
I know.
I can't do it.
Not everyone wants to be cruel and sadistic like you.
But trust me, it really works.
Really do that.
I mean, if there's something I like, I will of course point it out, but...
And it's also about getting to the story, too. Like, can you see what the story potential is, even if, like, the grammar is horrible or the organization is horrible? Can you kind of pick out the idea?
The ground hit Earth.
So...
Not bringing that up.
I'm not either.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
Oh, the ground, I've never thought of it the same way again.
Oh, God.
Suffice to say, I think it's fair to assume that not everybody is going to criticize with the, what was the term? The feel-good sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
I think we should get Casey on it, because she is wonderful.
She is.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess it was just how I was criticized with my role-playing and my writing, that I can't do the feel-good sandwich if I don't see anything good. I'm not saying that there isn't anything good there. Just saying that me personally, I can't always see anything good if the things that I don't like are so blaringly obvious, like a brick to the nuts.
And that would be obvious, yes.
It would be.
Good analogy.
There's a brick on my
but you
nuts.
could
My nuts are
put a
down.
good spin on it.
If you didn't notice that, I'd be incredibly worried.
You don't want to...
Yep.
You can put a good spin on it, like
On a brick to the nuts.
Yeah, it hurt, but you had a good throw.
Oh,
I like your overarm technique.
Okay, first off, I'm never going to compliment anyone for putting a brick to my nuts. Second off, if you're complimenting someone for his technique for a brick to your nuts, then you have some serious issues you need to work out with yourself.
I don't know. It could be a combat roleplay where their effective use of description and physical mechanics are accurate enough to warrant praise.
About the brick to the nuts.
Yes. Because I've had roleplay fights where I've stabbed people in the dick.
Nice.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'm just saying that not everybody can do the feel-good sandwich just because of how maybe they were criticized or how they adapted to people's criticism or whatever. I don't think that we should assume that everybody is going to do that because
there's always different techniques.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if we're giving them this forum where anybody can do it, we shouldn't be able to you can only criticize them if you.
Oh no, I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying it's the most.
You shouldn't just dig into them.
I think a disclaimer saying
more
take
effective.
this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Don't get too upset about it.
I like to see more of the idea and development part of the forum.
Yeah, I'm just suggesting it's probably if you want to see people take if you're willing to put your criticism out there and you want to see people actually respond to your criticism, you'll get probably a higher response to your criticism if you approach it a certain way. Does that make sense?
In a more positive way.
That makes sense.
That's more what I'm suggesting. I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just suggesting it. That's all.
Like what you said, you attract more ants with honey than vinegar.
Yeah, but obviously people are free to do what they do within a certain, within certain reasons and parameters, of course, and then, just expect back what you give out. That's all.
Yeah. Because if you're going to give someone all negative, then you can only expect them to be all negative in response.
Because you're going to have people who really think their writing is great, and it's going to be complete and utter shit. And it's going to be complete and utter shit, and they're really going to truly believe it's good. And how do you deal with that? That's what I'm getting at.
It really could be good compared to some standards.
Well, but the thing is you get people who are like that, and then it's kind of like, and if you shred that, they're gonna, and say they do have that potential somewhere to become good, do you really want to extinguish that? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. People with that kind of mindset, they usually don't have the desire to actually improve because they don't feel like there's anything to improve.
Well, I suppose, but wouldn't you want to at least give them a chance to maybe? And then if they deny it, at least, give them at least one shot. And if they don't, then say, okay, fine, screw it.
Well, I'm willing to give them a shot, but usually when people think that they're really good writers and they post something and they get criticism, regardless of how harsh or how calm it is, they take it badly because they don't actually want to improve. They just wanted to show that they could write.
Yeah. I get that too. I get that too, but I don't know. I would probably give them the one shot first before I would say, okay, yeah. But I'm a different person too. So.
Yeah, you got more patience than I do.
Grim and I lack patience when it comes to things like that.
I do with certain things. I have patience when it comes to some, and none when it comes to others.
I have patience-ish.
Depends.
It really all depends on the disposition.
I do too. Most of it goes to work.
Well, can't have your cake and eat it too when it comes to patience, I suppose.
But then again, I'm not a mod, so...
I don't really think it's a moderator thing. I think it's just a personal thing.
Well, yeah, but people do come to you with problems, so you'll have your patience required a little bit more than I do. Although occasionally I get people asking me questions as though I know what the fuck is going on or how to do things.
You're so popular.
I have no idea why.
Because you're not.
Apparently, you're just a regular old homecoming queen over there.
Exactly.
If you let Ari braid your hair,
we put on I have a really cute lip stain. I think you look pretty bomb with it on. Put some eyeshadow on, maybe some gold to bring out the red in your beard.
Alright, so the other part on the storyteller forum?
Smooth deflection, I like it.
Nice.
Nice a segue.
Awesome.
Yeah. Storyteller, yeah. Storyteller Now the first one, the ConCrit, is just for basic criticism, right?
That's more for like definite criticism and critique, like or
getting pointers. Also for development of ideas.
Yes.
It is technically in the title. Even though
yes,
uses it for that.
Yeah, but it is for that too. So anyone who has like ideas and they want to try to develop them, definitely feel free to use it for that.
I will help. Because I worked so well with other people's ideas, because I will needle you to death with 1,000 questions.
You should throw up your ideas in there. You really should. You have how many?
Needle him to death.
It would be a shotgun.
You have like so many ideas. You should like start putting them up there and just like just see what happens.
I know. I should try.
Just to see, make it an experiment. See what happens.
I will throw pasta on the wall and see what sticks.
Exactly.
That's such a gross
Terrible waste
analogy.
of pasta.
That's
I
it.
know.
Mr. Pasta.
Oh, I thought you said something else. Never mind.
What do you think he's throwing on the wall?
Nothing.
What do you think
I
he's
don't
throwing
know
on the
what
wall?
that could be taken as
Nothing.
dirty, so I have.
I don't know either. Is this some type of Aussie slang?
I hope not, because I haven't heard of it.
I thought you said.
she
Guess
doesn't
what
know.
you're learning later.
I thought you said
Oh god,
pus.
this got weird,
that's wrong.
and I'm not sure I like
Why I
that
thought
kind
it was gross.
Why would you do that to the wall?
I don't know.
I don't want to know what's going on with that wall. To be honest.
Alright, so the Storyteller Forum.
Mhm.
That was the other thing that we were going to discuss. What about it?
That one's more for like.
I've never actually been in there.
I've read.
Well, hey, you can go in there right now.
I'm lazy.
Surprise!
Give me the cliff notes. What's going on?
Stories.
Yeah,
It's
people write
a
their
great
stories.
place just to do some free writing. Just let the ideas flow into one long post.
Oh, like the journal.
Yeah, like a journal,
I should
but for
try that small
stories.
consciousness type.
Yeah, well, some people post actual
It's like
stories,
having,
other people-
something saved on a Word document. You can just go back and add on to it.
or people just post whatever. From what I
Yeah.
can tell, they just do whatever.
Yeah, mostly it's just like stories, or like people will treat like each post as a chapter or something like that of a story,
Yeah.
or however. And occasionally you'll see people post feedback in there, but not too often.
If at all.
Once in a while you will, but
Yeah,
it's,
I've
I
had a
think
few
most of the
people
time they
comment
don't.
that.
I don't know if it's because they're fearful of interrupting the flow or what. I'm not sure.
Yeah. No. Okay.
What the hell are you two doing?
Muttering.
What?
I think she's blowing up a balloon.
There was a delay.
Is that sexual or literal?
I had an impulse to make an elephant noise, but I pulled it back at the last second.
Don't make it dirty, Broom.
What?
Don't go there.
I
Seriously.
wasn't even talking
Where?
about
He
that.
wasn't going anywhere. He's sitting. I assume he's sitting. He could be
I'm
sitting.
sitting now, yes.
Oh.
He's still got that
You
gun
got your
pointed at
socks
him.
on?
I have my socks on, even though my feet are cold.
Seductively posed in your chair. I can imagine like draped across it.
You can paint him like one of
I
your
don't
French
really
girls.
see any reason to dispute a better image of me, so sure.
That's how you see your smile. With your seductive posing and your theatrical voice.
Indeed.
And
now
don't
you're-
forget the twang.
That's that way.
Twang.
Sorry.
The mating call.
Of course.
Got pretty much.
Dueling banjos.
The mating call is male sodomy.
Sodomy. Broom, I got one question.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Do you
It's not
take it in
very
gas?
No, I do not.
Apparently, it's an interesting way to wake up.
I wouldn't know.
It is a pretty interesting way to wake up.
I don't want to know this story. I don't want to know this story at all.
We don't need to go there.
I don't want to go there. Are we already there? Because we can turn back around.
No, we're not there. Anyway, so.
What more do we have to do?
I think we're good.
Did we accomplish our tasks?
We have.
We did. Go us. We're awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
proud.
it took
I'm
us 2
sorry.
Our
hours.
answering.
We are awesome.
Have fun editing that.
I probably can. There are a lot of blank points.
Podcast crew from the Monday Morning Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to our insanity.
Oh, yes. And much more of it to come.
Somewhere there was topics.
We completely
Okay.
understand if you tune out, especially with the morning sodomy
Yeah.
discussion.
Morning sodomy discussion.
Exactly.
We also have
Honestly,
Twitter.
I like to start my mornings. I don't know about the rest of people, but.